Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, uh, uh. Get it, get it, get it. Listen, this jam does too much to me. Okay, I apologize. I apologize. This jam does too much for my spirit. Okay. Like that music just does something to me, and I get all like, get it, get it. You should see me in a crown. Listen, Texas has been hot. Texas has been hot. Hello. I want to say hello to everyone in the chat first and foremost. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Janessa. Hi, Janae, Janet, Heather, Dark Angel. What is up? Hi, Cara. Y'all be there or be square. Tomorrow, me and Cara are gonna be talking. Okay. We're gonna be on the Black Beauty Hour, 11:45 a.m. Central Time. Be there. Hi, Angie. Hi, Maisha. So thank you for the love on the hair. Listen, I literally pulled it out of two pigtails, like two poofs, really. And then I just did this with it because I felt like I deserved this. And I have a little filter on because, baby, I'm looking a little haggard. All right. It was a rough day. While it wasn't 1,000 degrees like normal in Texas, it was still hot. I was still sweaty. Listen, I have been enjoying my natural hair. Listen, we're not going to get into it, but first and foremost, we got to get into the business of this thing. And the business is mad love, mad thanks to the patrons and channel members. Without you, I would not be able to keep this channel going. So I appreciate y'all. And also, I'm going to take a shower after this, and then we're going to watch. I can never remember the name of this movie. It's a horror documentary. We're going to have a good time. Also, just a note that I am extremely thirsty these days and I gulp. Like it's pretty intense. So for some people it might be ASMR, and for other people you might just be like, that is disgusting. Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. I'm so sorry. I really tried to like cut that back. Okay. I was really, really thirsty. Look, my former house guest. My former house guest. Bo misses you. Bo, do you miss Em? You want Em? Listen, he's licking his parts. I can't really ask him any questions right now. So, but hey, hi, hello. Also, if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification so that you get all the notifications for the channel, please. And thank you. Hi, I'm Audra. For those of you who don't know, you're watching on the replay. Join the Patreon, join the channel membership so that we can do makeup playtimes. I'm so sorry. I tried to hold that in and I couldn't I'm so sorry. And also movie nights. And we're going to be watching. Listen, I'm going to remember at some point. I can't remember right now. It was an amazing visit, Angie. I felt really bad because all I did was work. All I do is work, work, work. I was like, I keep working and it's making it difficult. I don't know how I feel about this like perfection thing. So I keep moving my face around. So like, sorry. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. I just need to find it so I can remember Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. That is what we are going to watch. So I will be moving my nose around a lot. I will be drinking a lot of water. I know that that can be distracting and disturbing. I know, like, it's weird. Like, this is okay. So here's the thing. Let me see. This is what it looks like with the touch up. I think if I take it off, it's fine. It's fine. I just look more tired. I think I like that better because there's something uncanny valley about the touch up of the appearance. It's freaking me out, man. I don't know how people do it all day. It's freaking me out. I was like, no, that's not how I look. I can't. And I'm literally looking into this. Like, it's not like when you do a reel or something, you're like, and you go on, like, I'm going to talk for a while. And I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it. All right. let us get into it. So join the Patreon, join the membership, movie night tonight after I shower. We're gonna be watching Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Listen, I've had half a bottle of wine, if I'm gonna be honest. It's been hot, okay? It's been real hot. Like it's I have to laugh so I don't cry because it's so hot. And like my air conditioned vehicle that I normally have, no, it's in the shop. So right now I am definitely not killing it. So like it hurts my feelings. All right. So let us get with the current events. I'm like events. First and foremost, can we just have like a small chat about threads? Because I don't know if y'all have seen this, but threads is flopping like hard. Like 50% of its users just it just died. Like a week, 2 weeks into it. And I'm gonna tell you why, as someone who has threads, has used threads, and has Instagram. The problem is threads is literally just Instagram. It's the same thing. You can't Twitter is Twitter, Instagram is Instagram, YouTube is YouTube, Tumblr is Tumblr. Like all of these things are the things, and they have people react and act certain ways on them. And I just don't think that overall, I sorry, I'm losing. I like listen. I get out in the heat, and I just lose my voice. So hi, y'all. If you haven't seen T's latest live, I will be linking things in the D box after the fact because that's who I am as a person. You should definitely go check that out. But like threads is a little, it's just Instagram. And it's because the people who use Instagram are using threads and it's the same. It didn't like it's this, you know how on Twitter somebody says something pithy and fun and we have like a kiki? It doesn't work like that on threads. Like it just doesn't threads doesn't have it. They don't have it, babes. Like nobody, like there's no wars over there. Like there's no conversations regarding the amount that we need to shower. I definitely need a shower. I currently smell like a goat, like it's not great. M can testify. I get off work, it's disgusting. This is my after work face. I literally just put the lip on. Like I have not this is yeah. Yeah. Like it just the thing about threads is it's just Instagram. It's another Instagram. So it's not fun because I still have the exact same problems that I have with Instagram. And then I have a bunch of like ads and people I don't follow showing up in my business, right? And then on top of that, it's just it's just beauty people doing beauty photos. And like there's nothing wrong with that. I love that. But I'm just saying like it was supposed to be a counter to Twitter and I'm just not there's no I like if I go to Twitter right now, I'm going to have a time. I just like saw a very good, funny, like they had posted women's L's, and basically it's like a guy breaking up with a girl because he doesn't like her piercing, right? And the funny part about it is that he keeps being like, I think that's it. And she's like, okay. And he's like, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. And she's like, okay. And he's like, I'm blocking your number from my phone. And she's like, okay. She hit him with the triple okay. Like she just literally didn't care at all that he was breaking up with her. I can't see this I can't see it on threads. Threads just doesn't have the zazz. There's no riz. Threads has no riz. Wait, I'm going back. A different okay, so you said, I've heard positive things and that they were pretty much the same, it's just not toxic Twitter. No, they're definitely not the same. They are not the same. And, like, I'm always very careful about toxic Twitter because, the reason I'm careful about it is because my Twitter is curated. I just spit. I'm so sorry. Listen, I don't know how to function with people. It's been a minute. Like, I came home, M wasn't here, so now I was like, "Oh, oh." I'm by myself again. It was an awkward situation. I don't know how to talk again. So give me a minute. But I think that the thing is, like, if you curate your Twitter, it's fine. And it actually doesn't take as long as you think it would. It's just a matter of like making sure that you don't, like, even if you go into a thread that you didn't heart, but if you go into it and then you heart comments, it's like the algorithm on Twitter is actually pretty spot on. So if you like trash and like gossip and bullshit, like that's what you're gonna get. So you can't like really be mad about it because you're liking it. So like but I enjoy my Twitter. I have a good time. Black Twitter is my favorite place to be. Black Twitter, trans Twitter, like I'm chilling and like having so much fun there, right? And there's just Threads is just wah, wah, a different platform and audience from Twitter. Yeah. And we tried to go over there, but it's not fun. Threads needs more spice. Throw a little jalapeno on it. Yes. Hi, Carrie. Welcome. I'm not sure if it's Carrie or Kari, so let me know. Yeah, I didn't bother with Threads because it's just the Shasta of Twitter, and I don't post with Twitter. Yeah, so like that's the thing. It's like not. And I heard people like complaining about like the data collection or whatever. And I just honestly, I quit caring about that. I know that I should. I just don't. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't. Because like I have Google, you know what I mean? Like I know how it's all working now. There's not really a way out of that. So like I'm over it. Thank you. You should see me in a crown. Thank you. It's like nice to see other people be like, yeah, it feels pointless. I'm not sure. It's just IG. Yes, and you just get more characters. Like I don't know. It's just I joined too and I hate it. Like I don't like it. I'm about to deactivate. I feel like I'm going to deactivate my threads. It's just not fun. Like it is. Seems like the slogan for threads should be sorry. It's basically just IG captions. For real though, it really is. Like it's just, and I know that they just started, but like it's just so embarrassing. Like I don't know. I thought it was gonna like zazz up, but there's no Riz. It hasn't zazzed. So far, the only celebrity that I even care about is Terrible Johnny, the lead singer of Highly Suspect. And even he is like sometimes like he's an odd guy, but like I like him. But like and I don't, because here's the thing, like at this point, you have the opportunity to probably talk one-on-one with the celebrity on Threads because that's how dead it is. Oh, Kathy. Oh, yeah, I do. So listen, here's the thing. I'm a block queen. Okay, I block like you would not believe. And the great thing about Twitter, having like the Twitter blue situation where you have to like pay, is that makes it so easy to block almost everybody. Like you're just like, bah, 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 bah. So now I don't see any like most of those incels. Nope. Most of the like super like MAGA, I don't see them either. Thank you, Serenity. At this point, Popeyes has my yeah. Here's the thing. I get why people are concerned. Like I understand it. I get that I should probably be concerned. I just can't be. Because, like, I realized, like, as many apps as I have, like, Bath& and Body Works knows where I am at all times, I'm sure. So, like, there's no reason. Like, I'm like, "Yeah." The Threads thing sounds like a mess. I don't even use IG normally, so I don't know, but, like, the first thing I heard about it was that they replaced a sex worker's screen name with her legal name without her permission. Yeah, and that's the other thing is there's no NSFW Threads. And there are a lot of people who make their living off of NSFW Twitter. So like it's so boring. It's like um you can't delete threads. I think you can just be like, psht, you know what I mean? You can just be like, be quiet. And that's what you can do. You can just be like, shh, hush. There was like a cheer in there and I forgot it as soon as I started it. So sorry. Okay, now into the next topic because I don't want to waste too much time. I'm trying to be like a economical streamer, which is not going to happen. Eventually, when I don't have to work and work and work and work in the hot Texas sun, um, I will be able to do like some more longer fun streams. And it also depends on YouTube because YouTube gets weird after you stream for like an hour. It doesn't do as well. Hey, sir. Also, Bo's Gotcha Day was yesterday. He's got a snazzy new collar, and as soon as I can, I'm gonna put his little bow tie on it. He's gonna be like, so the next thing I want to talk about is Jason Aldean. Okay, so here's the thing. Jason Aldean. Y'all, I'm not even ashamed of myself because I don't have any shame. So for those of you who don't know Jason Aldean, he's a country singer, all right? And you may not know him per se, but you might know this song. Let's see if I can play like a schmidgen and not get in trouble, okay? We're gonna oh girl, I know you're not trying to because I'm in the wrong. I was like, I know you're not trying to show me no ads, but I'm in the wrong account. I don't know why it doesn't know. Okay, so this is where what you may have heard. So that Hicktown, that is why I know Jason Aldean. I used to listen to Hicktown. Okay. Yeah, we let it rail. And listen, we get wild. Listen, I was a fan. Okay. And then here's the thing I stopped liking Jason Aldean a long time ago because he had a nefarious affair and he married her. He had an affair. He had an affair and he married his mistress. Um, and now it's come out that if you haven't, like, if you're not paying attention, he's done a very terrible, terrible video. Basically, like, try that in a small town. I have to like go look and remember because listen, I had all these things that I was gonna prepare, and then I didn't get to do that because I was hungry and it was hot, and I got off work way later than I thought I was gonna get off. And I'm sorry, it's try that in a small town. And all of the imagery is very much like not brown people, not black people friendly, not black people friendly. Also, there's a fantastic TikTok creator who was able to go through, and I will definitely like link her TikTok if I can't get it. Wait, hold on. Let me. I really thought I brought my phone in here so that I could upload it, but yes, Leisha, it is the guy that wrote the Sundown Town song. You are correct. It is him. So he wrote Hicktown. He did. He claimed that all of the footage is from the US and that it's factual, and it's not. Like a lot of it's stock footage, a lot of it's not even in the US. Like she found Germany. And he's filming in front of historical places where black people were not treated, lynched. Can I say that, YouTube? Or are you gonna like be like, oh, you're well, I'm already shadow banned, it's fine. But he did like he everything he's doing is so upsetting. And he like here's the thing. Here's always my problem. There's a part of me that's like, I don't care if you're racist, if you're just upfront about it. Stop trying to pretend that you're not racist. Like one of the best things that the TikToker even pointed out was that there was no reason, like through the whole video, it's nighttime and like there's no sunrise or anything like that. But like at some point they show like the sun going down. And so basically sundown town. You know what I mean? So like, and here's the good thing. There are black people taking it back. So if I can get some of that footage while we're like chit-chatting, if I can go grab my phone, because I really thought I said it here, but of course I'm never prepared because I'm a monster. So give me 1 second. The good news is I wore pants. Because that could have been awkward for everyone. Uh, Like that could have been awkward for everyone. So I'm looking, hold on one second, because I feel like I had tried to download it, but I was having, listen, if you have an Android phone, are you also having issues with Google? Like it just keeps shutting down on you and you're like, ugh, okay, I found her. And she, first of all, I just need y'all to know she's like one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. And I want her to be my friend. But she's too young. So hold on. Let me just like, oop. Okay. All right. So we're going to go into this because I think that that would be good. Is that a thing that I can say? Why am I asking if I can? I love country music. I love the right country music. Like I'm so serious. Like I enjoy country music. I listen, if y'all on my Audra Range channel, maybe we'll like hang out. And we will do like country music that's enjoyable because like there's so much good country music and I feel like people don't know that. I feel like people just think it's all like pickup truck girl, or I think a lot of people think it's all that and it's not. It's like literally not all that. I don't know how else to explain it. Like it's not just all riding in a pickup truck and driving a tractor. You know what I mean? Like it's good times. So let me just see if I can get this. There we go. Y'all, listen. I'm not a professional yet, but one day I hope to be semi-professional. I want to be semi-pro, okay? Pickup truck and girl and blonde hair and blue eyes. They're not all going to be like that. But, you just never know. So it's scanning for the viruses and then I'm going to hit the present. Okay. No, that's not what I want. No, don't do that. Ugh. Oh, okay. Open that. Okay, don't be acting up. Oh my God, no, that's not what I wanted. I almost had y'all watch. I literally almost had y'all. That would have been so embarrassing. Okay. Let me figure out what I did here. I'm sorry, y'all. I am the worst. But I'm also the best. It wasn't a bad thing. It's just like who y'all didn't come here to watch me play a video.
Statement about his song.
So here we go. Let me make this more like, wait, I don't like the size of my face in comparison. All right, we'll go with that. Then I'll do that. Fine. It's fine. I'm going to stop freaking myself out. Let's go. I hope you can hear it.
Try that in a small town and the surrounding outrage about it. He made a lot of different claims in that statement, but I'm going to address just one. He claims that there isn't a single video clip in the entirety of his music video that isn't actual news coverage. I'm here to tell you that that is complete bullshit. In fact, he uses multiple clips in the first 30 seconds of the video that are either fake or didn't even happen in America. See, here's the thing about me. I'm petty, I admit that, but I'm also thorough. And that's a combination that...
This is why I like her, because she's petty. I am petty. Because there's two of me. Moving on.
Endangers the status quo. But I also have a knack for getting answers to my questions. So here we are, petty and curious with access to the internet. All right, so we're starting off with this scene in the music video. It's a video of someone giving the middle finger to the police. So from the jump, I was just getting vibes that this video was not American. The first inkling that I had was these very specific helmets that these officers have on. I've never seen American police wear with that like ducktail thing on the back. Maybe they do, I've just never seen them. And then there was just something about the way these street lines were, it just didn't look like it was an American street to me. So then I noticed that this person's bag has some writing on it. You can make out some of the letters and it says Emma and then it has EWIG. So I go to Google and type in those letters and I discover that it's actually a German movie. And while sure, someone in America could have a bag with German written on it, that would not be unusual. This at least gave me a point of reference that this could possibly be in Germany. So I zoom in a little closer and see that there's an orange building. So I take my ass to Google and I Google Germany, orange building. And I scour through a bunch of photos until I find one that looks very similar to this building. And I find this picture. It's of a Mexican restaurant called Que Pasa. And this picture was actually attached to a review on TripAdvisor. And lucky for me, they gave the location as Kreuzberg district of Berlin. But how could I know for sure if this was the exact building that was in the video? So there are 3 things I want you to pay attention to. First being this green radial artwork. Second being this railing that has red, green, and yellow stripes on it. And third being this outdoor menu that they have on the wall. So in the video, you can see that they have that same green garage door window that has the radial artwork on it. If you zoom in really close, you can see that railing that has the red, green, and yellow stripes on it. And you can also see that they have an outdoor menu on the wall. So at this point,
I'm just telling y'all right now, if I ever go missing, y'all need to call her, okay? Please call her. Don't call the police. Don't call the FBI. Call her. She is going to find me. She will find me. We was like, because like when she said the orange building, I was like, what orange building? And then I was like, oh, there it is after the fact.
I was pretty convinced that this was likely the location of this video. Just to add a little more fact to the convincing, these street lines are very specific. And it turns out that it's actually part of the crosswalk. American crosswalks don't look like that. But I just need a little more evidence. So I take my ass back to Google and I type in Kreuzberg, Berlin, Germany, middle finger, police. And I discover that that video is actually from stock video footage that is for sale on stock photo video websites like Shutterstock, Pond5. Now, in Jason Aldean's video, they didn't use the entire clip because that would give it away that it's not in America. But in the longer clip that's on the stock websites, you can see that it says Que Pasa on the side of the building. So this is, in fact, the building. So now that we've established that that video is not in America, that it's in Berlin, Germany.
But isn't it also wild how there's Mexican food everywhere and it doesn't make sense? And what I mean by this is I could never think that, like, I think after the Twitter gate over British Chinese food, I don't know if you've seen that, but like now I see this and I'm like, I feel concerned about what that food tastes like. But as a person who lives in Texas and has lived in Los Angeles, I am concerned about this Mexican restaurant. That's all. That's all. Moving forward.
Germany, just wanted to take things a step further because why the hell not? At this point, I'm invested. So the other thing that was weird to me was no one in this video had any signs or seemed to be chanting or anything like that. And upon doing more research, I find out that this is actually taken from May 1st, 2017 at their May Day festival. So that would kind of explain why there are people standing in the street socializing. This guy over here is drinking beer. They're not at all protesting. So if the consensus of Jason Aldean's video is that he's protecting his small community from rioters and protesters protesting the police, you would think he would actually use footage that was actually from America. You know, it'd be kind of difficult to protect your small town in the middle of America from a festival taking place in Berlin, Germany.
Period.
So, just to shine a light on that propaganda, let's get to the next part, which is a clip of this person lighting a Molotov cocktail. Now, I get the vibe that Jason Aldean's creative team was going for here. It was to instill fear that protesters and rioters are going to burn all of your cities to the ground. But this footage is not even real news footage. The first dead giveaway was just how cinematic and beautiful the actual filmed footage of this was. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if this was actually happening and people were throwing Molotov cocktails, who would have the time to film this video without there being like people in the back or police attacking them or whatever? Yeah, that's because this is not real. This is not real news footage. And I'm going to show you how I figured that out. So I took a screenshot of this part of the music video, brought it over to Google image search. I fucking love technology, by the way, because literally it was the second video. Look at that. It's from a stock footage website. So let's just go and find this footage, shall we?
Like, girl,
okay, that's not it. Deep. That's not it. Keep going. Keep going. Still not it. Still not it. Oh, what have we here? Look at that. It's stock footage from Clever Arts. And look at that. Look at that beautiful stock footage.
Roll that.
But that's not all. Come to find that Clever Arts stock has multiple videos from this very commercial shoot. That's right, folks. That footage is not from a protest. It is from a controlled commercial video shoot for the sole purpose of being stock footage. that Jason Aldean is using in his video to instill fear and already riled up America. And the best part, they didn't even shoot this footage in America. Nope, this company is from Bulgaria. More specifically, I'm probably going to butcher this, but they're from Plovdiv, Bulgaria. So there's some facts for you. So when he claims that not a single video clip in that entire music video isn't real news footage, he's lying. Because less than 30 seconds in, I've already found 2. And neither of them were from America.
And like, here's going to be, I'm going to give you a content warning for this next section because it's really going to explain the backing of his video. Is this music, which, no. And this is the thing. This was very purposeful. And this is always the problem with these kinds. Again, this is why I cannot stand these kinds of racists, because I'm just like, say it with your chest and like mean it. Stand 10 toes deep. Don't be over here trying to be like, oh no, like, oh. And because when it comes to their money, right, all of a sudden they're backing down 100% every single time. When it comes to their money, they're suddenly very quiet. They're suddenly very like, no, like that's not what I meant at all. Like and I think the sad part about it too is like, because what happened to celebrities just like minding their business, and that's not what happened in the mystery. But I feel like there are a lot of fans of varying races of country music. And there's a lot of people of varying races who are probably like into his music, because I didn't know how bad he got. And I actually just stopped listening to him because of like the whole thing with his wife, because he tried to be like, oh, I'm an alcoholic. And then he just like he kept being a dickhead. And I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. So like, trigger warning for just violence against Black folks. And I'm sorry. I'll let you know when it's over.
And also, if you still think that that song and music video don't have racist undertones to it, this is just a reminder that he shot in front of the Maury County Courthouse, which was the site of a lynching in 1927, and also a race riot in 1946. So there's that. But yeah, God bless the US. I haven't made it through the entire music video yet, but I already have thoughts on how the footage that is from America in his music video, how it's used in a way that is exaggerated. Like, for example, this is footage from New York City, I believe. And the footage that they use is kind of like a close-up of this dumpster fire or whatever this is. And there's people running around here on this crosswalk. And they leave a lot to the imagination of what's outside of this border here. Because from looking at this, you would think, oh my gosh, that city is probably completely burned to the ground. There's probably buildings on fire and cars turned over and all kinds of shit, right? Well, that's not exactly the case, because I found the stock footage and a further out aerial view. And as you can see, there are no buildings on fire. There's really not even that many people here. And there's a single dumpster fire happening. I've seen crowds do worse things celebrating a sports event. So yeah, even the footage that you're seeing, if it's real or not, it's propaganda. And the fact that he and his team have cherry-picked such specific clips and part of clips and not showing you the whole picture says it all. Yeah. So yeah, his cult followers can keep coming to my account, keep giving me engagement and hate, and I'll just keep giving you facts. So if you are one of the folks that's been following this series and you've actually learned something and are invested in this content, thanks for being here and having these important discussions about things that are clearly over some people's heads. And I'm going to keep using my platform to talk about nuance and complexity and dog whistles and always anti-racism. So to the people who want to see this content and want to learn, let me know what you thought of this video and let me know what you want to see next.
I love you, Destiny. That's what I think. I love you. The creator's name is Destiny Stark, and I will have a link to that TikTok as well. She is fabulous. She has more of those as like going through, just like really breaking it down. And she even talks about how she was a Jason Aldean fan, and like this shit is disappointing. Like it's just, brother, don't be a liar. Don't be a liar. You know, like just be honest. Like that's the thing. There's a part of me that sometimes is like, it's hard to say, like, I don't care if you're racist, just be honest. Like just say it and mean it. Like just be like, I don't like this. And then at least that way I know how to proceed. All of us know how to proceed. But then they just don't. They like pretend like, Yeah, I just hate when they insult our intelligence. They pull ish like this and then they say, I don't have a racist bone in my body. You're taking me out of context. And you're like, bro, this is, there's a lot here. And I don't know how any of it is out of context. Bo, what do you have in your mouth, bro? I'm going to pretend it's not happening. I saw a follow up from the same TikToker, and there are a bunch from Ukraine and Canada as well. None of the ones she had looked at were from the US. Exactly. And this is why it sucks, because when you talk about like the people who buy into that, like those people are not as intelligent. And like we have to be real about that, right? Like we can't keep acting like there's not a good portion of those folks who aren't just ignorant, because and like aren't just like not smart, because we want to keep being like, oh, they're all devious, and there's a good section that are devious, but then there's like a whole slew of people who just are easily just duped, and they're like sitting here thinking all this like, yeah, you come to my town, you tried it, and just like, no, it's not, that's not how things work actually. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's not how it works. So like, thank you. Appreciate your try, but like that is not how it's going to work. Now, following in country music, y'all, I don't have the thing for this, but Miranda Lambert, she was married to why did his name just escape my Blake Shelton? And now I'm starting to see why maybe he left. Listen, don't listen. I don't ever want to be on the side of a man, but this woman stops concerts at every turn. Okay. So the big thing right now is that like a group of women who were in like a VIP section, right? They were like taking some photos of commemorating their moment at the concert. And Miranda Lambert had the nerve to just stop the concert. Like she just, and like the way that she said it was like, hold on, stop the music right quick. I'm sorry, guys. But there's a bunch of girls over there more worried about their selfie than worried about me. We're here listening to country music. I'm up here singing country music. Listen, I'm going to go to hell. But she's so excited that she's singing country music. And she says that every single time that she does this. Like, we're here for country music. Miranda, chill the fuck out. First of all, people like concert tickets are so expensive these days. Like, I need to tell y'all, I saw Blink 182 for like $30 in the 90s, early odds. Please understand it. $30, okay? Like, I've seen like back in my elderly old people days, you could, and I was close too. I wasn't like in the fucking back, like $30, and I was like so close to the stage. And for these tickets these days, and it looked like those women were in VIP. Baby, listen, it couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. Miranda would have had a hard time trying to talk shit to me, because I'd have been like, bitch, you didn't sing. Nobody told you to stop singing. Like that would have been me. I would have been yelling at her. Like other people were like, oh, I would have just disappeared into the ground. No, I would have turned around and been like, bitch, nobody told you to stop singing. Why are you involved in my picture? Like I legit would have been like rude. I would have yelled back at her. No one told you to stop. And the thing is, with the photos, whether or not people are like, oh, what was disruptive? Like, what are you expecting at a concert? I just want to know, because again, I'm the elders, okay? Born before night and day. There was just night. People took pictures with flash and not even knowing how those photos were going to turn out. Like we had no idea. Period. That is actually very, very true. And we do need to get rid of capitalism. No, I got you. Listen, I read my mom's text, so I'm pretty good at this game. But like, I literally cannot understand what kind of like psychosis and like what kind of narcissistic tendencies you have, because I remember this even when we first started getting like cameras on our phones, the way that people like artists started trying to do that, try to call people out and be like assholes about you using your phone. Now people realize, especially now, like you to go to a concert is easily upwards of $100, just very easy. Like $100 is you're like in the back watching it on a screen. You know what I mean? So like I'm gonna take my photo. I'm gonna commemorate this shit. And if you paid a lot of money to be on VIP, you're also gonna commemorate it. It is an experience, and it's like if the thing is, if there are people like, oh, it was bothering me because were you also in VIP in their VIP section? Like, I just need like let's stop making mountains out of molehills. And Miranda, girl, you need to chill. You need to chill. Like, you need to get some. I don't understand how it could have been disruptive. It's a concert. They didn't throw the camera at her head. And that's the thing. Like I was listening this morning-ish to Do We Know Them? And like that's the other thing, because I've been seeing these videos about people like throwing shit at artists like on purpose. Like, yes, people in concerts are going to be disruptive. What else do you want? No screaming. Yeah, she popped. That was the thing. When I saw it on because I already knew I didn't really like Miranda Lambert and I couldn't quite put my finger on why. And like because her song, the song that she has that I like, okay. Let me find it. And let me like doop. Here we go. I think it's here. This is it. So that's This Ain't Your Mama's Broken Heart. And that's a jam. Because she dropped that, I feel like, after Blake Shelton got left her and got with Gwen. Not like when, anyways, we're gonna leave that alone today. But whoo, listen, let me just recover. Let me recover. I paid like $500 all considered to see Taylor Swift last month. I made sure to have the experience I wanted. Baby Jesus, I could not imagine. Listen, I need to like center myself. I need to center myself. Listen, see, like people are like, yes, if you're paying for a concert right now, it's because you love that artist, like love them. You don't pay that kind of money to go see someone you just like. Exactly. So I don't know what her problem is. And when I was watching, we're listening, and they like, I never saw the footage, but I was listening to it, and she popped how at every concert, people bring in beach balls. Like that's just what people do. I don't know if you've been to a concert like where people do that, but people bring in beach balls and they blow them up and then everybody tosses them around. She caught one and popped it like the goddamn Grinch. Like, what is wrong with you? Do you have no joy, Miranda? Jesus. Listen, if I won the lottery, I would see Beyonce, okay? I would be there for that because that is an experience I would want to have. Oh, not most of it. Listen, that's not me. Like, so, like, we'll get into like the small culture, like, moment that I'm excited about. I don't know I have to be very careful about how much I'm like popping in here because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, so that's the thing is like she thank you. There's no way that people are paying this kind of money to have someone just be shisty. You know, like we're not paying this. You people paid to come see you. They like, and the thing is, in the selfies, they are literally parted. Like in the photos, the group is parted so you can see that they're at Miranda's concert, and that's how she treats them. Like, girl. You're wearing a denim dress, and there's nothing wrong with a denim dress, but you can't have an attitude like that and wear a denim dress. Denim dresses are for sunshine, bitch, and you're just bringing like hellfire. Calm down. Now, I do have like this is the darker thing. This is the darker thing because I wanted to talk about this. And the reason I wanted to talk about it is because listen, y'all, hold on. I almost had it. Listen, one day I'm gonna have all my graphics and shit together. I'm gonna be like boss, and y'all aren't gonna know who I am. You're gonna turn around and be like, I remember when Audra couldn't have anything together, and now look at them. They're great. They got it. They're doing their thing. Yeah. There's bands that I will like. I like to see Slipknot, Lamb of God. I do like. I want to see Maria Brink again because that was a really good time. I know that people are like who, but some people know, some people not. It's fine. It's fine. But let's see. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, let's see if I do this right. I'm like, let's see if I do this right. All right, so now you're gonna tell me invalid file time, whorebang. Let's try this differently then. The point is that 2 years ago, I made a video, and the video was me talking about. Hold on, I can do this. Hold on. I got an idea. I've got an idea. There we go. I did it. I'm like, So 2 years ago, I made this video. The issue with beauty and true crime. Okay. 2 años. It got 2.2K views. 2.2K of y'all watched this video. And I feel like it was a good time. Had by most. And now here we are. And the year of my goddess 2023, the year where the men have definitely for sure lost all of their minds. And we have somebody named Zav Girl, I believe is her name, who there was a trial, and the trial has been done. A trigger warning for murders of a young child. She somehow managed to get, because you can request court documents and whatnot. She somehow managed to get the autopsy photos of this boy. And instead of doing what normal human beings would do when it comes to true crime, instead of doing like a normal human being thing and being like, oh, nobody should see that, she posted them on her Patreon. And I do understand at this point that I think Patreon has removed her Patreon. And I am going to guess, allegedly, that it's most likely for violating their terms of service for having done that. Now, she really tried it. She really tried to act as if that this was okay. Her excuse behind doing it, because I'm sure many people have heard this and seen the video. I definitely don't want to replay it because honestly, it makes me want to punch her in. So it makes me violently angry. So her excuse originally was that she put it behind the paywall to keep it from just like being everywhere, right? And I said this in this video, even just talking about beauty and true crime. I said that this was going to get out of hand and that it doesn't make sense. I am a YouTube person. I create content on YouTube, right? Thank you. And this is the fact that people tried to justify it by saying it was that she wasn't charging for those photos. I have a Patreon. I have channel memberships. There is content behind paywalls that never makes it out here. People pay for that. That's the point of it. Like, aside from the main point is that people are supporting you and supporting your creative endeavors, but there's also content that you offer that isn't for everyone, right? But they are still paying for it, right? So when we have movie night, it's not like, oh, I'm not charging people to watch a movie for, but like you are, like you pay money to do these things. So the fact that she tried to justify it by pretending like she was doing some noble thing and that this case was interesting. And I want to take one thing to say that it's not just because this is a child. I would feel this strongly if it was anyone, anyone. The amount of times that people like the family had to say things like, I am afraid to go on YouTube now because I'm afraid I'm going to see these photos. That was the one day I didn't go to court. You know, he said that. The one day I didn't go to court was the day that they had the photos, the autopsy photos. I did not go. Now I'm afraid to watch YouTube because I'm afraid to see that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you? I can't fathom what happens in your mind where you can justify that. I genuinely can't. Like, because listen, I am often just trying to keep my little together in my life, you know, but I would sell my feet pics before I would do something that fucking heinous. Like, I don't understand. Like, here's the thing. One of the things that I've done, if you're a fan of true crime, which it's weird to say fan, but I would suggest you watch like crime shows. Just try watching a crime show. Watch Criminal Minds repeatedly. I do. It's fascinating. It's great. And even better, it's fake. Yeah, I can't fathom you getting something that you're not supposed to have like that and then just deciding that you're going to put it on your Patreon. Like, that's the thing that I can't wrap my brain around. Like, I can't get my brain to fully get a hold of that. Like, my brain can't, like, I can't, there's no part of me ever that would have seen something like that and been like, oh, I should share this with everyone on my Patreon. Like, there is a lack, an absolute lack of care. And I said that I was worried about that 2 years ago. Now Tamimi's got a video on it, and she goes into details about the varying different types of true crime. And I've said we do not, like, even Netflix crosses the boundaries and does what they want. We cannot do this. Like, I just think that we as human beings, like we as YouTube creators, do not have all, and I'm not saying everybody's terrible, but I am going to say majority, it's just not great. Like, if you want to make the move like Bailey Sarian did and do dark history, where like everyone connected to that is like, it's not even like, who cares? It happened in 1776. Do you know what I mean? Like, all right, it's like, that's okay, do that. But we don't really need to be doing this stuff because it just like never stops. Like, we had that old boy who was like wilding on TikTok saying, like, talking about serial killers and acting like he was in on the case and he wasn't. It's like this content creation world where people are trying to do anything and everything. And that's why I'm going to go back to this comment specifically, because vision of you, capitalism at its finest once again. I feel like this kind of ugly nastiness and disregard for human life and humanity is like, this is why I'm like upset that I'm still alive for the downfall of society, because I swear to you, this amount of capitalism, the way that it works, like, we're all broke and we're all poor, and people are quite literally willing to do the nastiest nasty, the dirtiest dirt to just be able to survive. Like, and I'm just like, I couldn't sleep. Like, I couldn't sleep like that. Like, I literally don't that. Ooh, I love scam. I love scam true crime. That is my favorite true crime, actually, because it's very fascinating. I've begun to get very like into scam true crime. It's so good. Like, if you want, every so often, we might have some like chats about scammy true crime because like cults and scams are my kink. Yeah, I don't know what happened to sympathy. I just like, yeah, all money ain't good money. Like at this point, it's like, girl, that's blood money. And like you did all of that and you didn't care. You just you tried, you're like, oh, it's fascinating. I'm like, these are people's lives. Like these are human beings. I think this is why people tell you to touch grass. This is the specific reason why people started telling you like you need to go outside and you need to touch grass. Because I think that when you go outside and you touch some grass and you realize that there are like actual human beings doing human being shit, you will understand that like you can't just whatever you want and treat people as if they don't matter. Like that was a human life and you didn't care about that human life. You cared about yourself. And I hope that you will one day grow as a person, but I feel like that's not going to really happen. So that's really gross. And I am upset by that. Like, I can't imagine. And the way that people try to defend her, even worse. I'm like, no, no, don't defend her. She's a monster. Please. Please don't do that. Please don't be in these streets trying to defend her for being exactly the monster that we kind of all thought she was going to be. So that is that on that. Listen, I have to go because I am actually committed to watching this movie with my patrons. Because I didn't say that I was going to do it because I wasn't positive that I could do it because I never know if I can do things when I want to do things. But I really think that I'm going to take a shower and we're going to watch Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon, which would be apropos considering the topic we just talked about. So I appreciate every last one of you who were here for the live. Remember, I'm a streamer. I stream. It's my best format currently. I have 2 other channels. I have my Audra Range channel, which is my media channel where we talk about movies and media. And then I also have a gaming channel. And that's Audra Rain's Games. And I will have those linked in the description below later-ish. So like, thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for hanging out. I will get the hang of this. I'll stop being like, I'm not going to say that because those would be lies and nobody likes a liar. So patron channel members, I will see y'all in like 30, 45-ish minutes. And the rest of y'all, thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. Mwah.